Oh my God. I just hit 1K.
I'm from Detroit, but my friends call me Steph Boogie. I like music and stuff. But
I just hit 1K.
please forgive me. I have a cold. I just got partied too hard for my birthday, so I might sound a little stuffy. That's cute. I turned 45.
It's so wonderful. Thank you. Thank you, Mims, for shouting me out for that last.
Okay, so first things first. Yes. First things first.
You just made 1K. 1K. LRGA Curves. 1K. We monetize Curvies. That's right. That's right. 1K.
But I don't care.
Woo! Hello, and welcome to LRGA Curves today. Thank you for taking your time to spend with me this afternoon. I'm in the building and I'm feeling myself on September upon us in the morn. Did you guys catch some of that energy from the blue moon last night? It's still dusting us today, so I hope you can catch some and get your charge that you need to get charged. You know what I'm saying? Because it's all about the energy that you are doing and the frequency that you're given. You know what I'm saying? And hopefully your frequency is high and your vibes are positive, and you're coming from finishing up something. That's right. I saw you over there on Juice. Sarah Bay, Form Perry, Mon Ami, comment allez-vous? Je sais bon. Yes. Okay. I was trying to think of the other French words, but I couldn't. And I love love. I love love. I love you, Naughty. Thanks for coming through. Hello. Sarah was the first one in the house today. And I just mentioned you, Juice. I was saying that I just saw Naughty here over at your house. That was a nice panel. I always appreciate your vibe. And Corey, my sister from another Mrs. Corey Berman, and Mr. Brendan are in my house. I appreciate both you guys for stopping through. Oh, I'm so glad that you're bon. Yes, c'est bon. Oh, sweet. I don't know. Did I just make that up? I don't know. I make up lots of stuff in English too. Don't worry about it. Hi, Lily. Congratulations. Tales with lovable Lisa's in my house. No way, girl. I appreciate you for stopping by. You don't make it over my way often. This is like the brush compared to the places you be, girl. I'm pleased that you decided to take some time and come on through. You're always invited and welcome too. You know what I'm saying? Yes, of course. Bryn says hi. What's good, Bryn? That's what's good. Hello, all you beautiful people. Yeah, can we get a shout out to all the beautiful people? Because people are indeed beautiful, you know? And it's like attitudes that are ugly. You know what I'm saying? Or like, but people in general are beautiful, in my opinion. I'm one of those try to find beauty in everything. I search for silver linings, you guys. Yes, I do. It's a hobby of mine. I search for silver linings. I'll listen to a friend tell me some problems. And within the problem, my superpower is that I can usually be like, oh, well, the good thing is blah, blah, blah. And it's really a good thing. But when you're mad, you don't see it. But then here I come and I help you see it. Zaleen Turner's in the house. What you say? And it's so early in the day. Thanks for popping through. I hope that you are doing you. All right. Are you guys smashing the buttons? Oh my God. Are you guys smashing my buttons? Can you please smash my buttons on the way in? I love having my buttons smashed so much. So like if you could smash my like button and smash my subscribe button, then I totally appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? Like totally for sure. All right. And it's so freaking rad that you're in here. Cowabunga. Took you guys all the way back to 19. What was that? Like maybe 80, maybe 82. Anyway, hey, Lizaline. Of course you do. Yes. So you guys know I was just coming through to talk. I have to get back in the algorithm's graces. You know, I've been on a little timeout because I talk too much. I never shut up. You know, I talk too much. So yeah. So anyway, it all come back tenfold, just like it says in the Bible. For everything they take, I get it back tenfold, plus 1,050. You know, thank you. More, please. That's what's good. Prosperity, thick girl, 40s in the house. What's good, sis? Yeah, she's saying hey to everybody, and she did a pink waving hand a number of times from what I can read, because you know that it comes up like in the words. And being on the other side, I was in Pinky the Housewife's chat the other day. I love her channel, and I love Miss Black Titanic too. I love them. So I was over her house the other day, and she was reading the comments, and she was reading hand pink waving, hand pink waving, hand pink waving. And she was like, oh, what does that mean? So I was explaining to her that when we press that, those words come up on her side, they're emojis. And she's like, oh. So then she told her friend, it was hilarious. I love it. I love it. Each one teach one. Speak your truth. That's right. That's right. You're okay. Okay. So I have some check-ins to do. I have some check-ins to do. Okay, first off, Curvies, you know your girl has been on her weight loss journey, right? And we're right at uh into the program 12 weeks. But I've been doing this medically supervised fasting through Kaiser. I've been doing that meal replacement thing for the this is starting week 11. So 10 weeks. So since the program started, how much do you think I lost? Put it in the chat. Any number, any number. I might show you what I look like, but I'm just really excited. But how much do you think is possible to lose in like 10 weeks? And you did mom tax. How much? Ooh. Ooh, I see Zelene coming through with 20. I see Candace coming through with 37. Is there anybody else who wants to partake? Ooh, MJ's house, 25. All right, all right. Ooh, you lost 15. Zelene says she lost 15. That's what's good. That's what's good. You know, I heard today, I just found out today that every pound you lose is the equivalent to 4 pounds of body weight pressure on your knee. You guys, isn't that amazing? So you lost 15 pounds of weight, but that much times 4 of pressure on your knees. Isn't that amazing? 20, Shaby says. Okay, so I lost 22 pounds as of yesterday. Weigh-ins are usually Tuesdays, but I had that thing on my foot from hurting my ligament, because also on this weight loss journey, I've kicked in movement to like how I used to move, you know, because I fancy myself a dancer. I used to take classes. I fancy myself a dancer. I've been on a stage or two. You know what I'm saying? And I can choreograph and follow that if I have to. You know what I'm saying? And I am always a prima ballerina in my head. And I'm shaking my hair back right now, you guys. You should see me. Yes, your knee was killing you, right? And now that pressure is just watch. You're going to notice it dissipate. Yes. Congrats. Thank you. I appreciate you guys. I love you guys, Curvies. Thank you. You know, I was walking. So when I first started walking week 1, I have my binder right here. Look, I have my binder. They give us a binder, and I'm in a cohort group. And it's like, I can't tell you what the people talk about because it's confidential things we had to sign. about, it's because it's a health thing, but I can share my portion of the journey with you. So, I am not a member of Kaiser. However, in my region, you don't have to be a member of Kaiser in order to do this program, which is called OptiFast, which is the same thing that Oprah Winfrey used to wheel out that red wagon full of fat in the 90s. Remember that? Anybody remember that? So that medically supervised fast is what I'm currently doing again. So the first time I did it, I was like, because I've always been like round. I remember one time we were walking through the mall as a family, and another family commented how round we all were. And I didn't even think twice about it. And then when I got older, I was like, oh, that's what they meant. Because like when you're in it, you don't see it. It's kind of like being nose blind, your eyes blind because like everybody in your family is round. You know what I mean? Or everybody in your family is skinny. Or you know what I mean? Anyway, I hope I'm making sense. So, um, yeah, I went from not weighing myself and just determining my dread on how tight my pants were. And then I decided to do this. And so luckily, this time I didn't have to be a member of Kaiser. Last time I was a member of Kaiser. And if you are a member of Kaiser, then it's not as much out of pocket. But for me, the entire program is like $2,000 for the meal replacements and um the estimated cost of your meal replacements, right? So, but you pay it in installments. So every time you go pick up your meal replacement, you make an installment based off of your order for the meals that you're allowed. So I have a prescription. My prescription says I have 6 meals a day. But then the lady called me and she's like, actually, Larja, based off of your BMI, make your prescription 7 a day. So I went from 960 calories allowed to 1160 calories allowed because now I have this extra meal I can have, right? Each shake, each bar, each soup, those are the 3 things that are available, are approximately 160 to 80 calories. Well, no, okay, so like if I have 7, yeah, 7 is 1160. And that's with 1 high protein. So that's additional calories in that one. It's like 180 calories instead. Anyway, so here is a description of the program. It's all about behavior. So I don't only do this meal replacement for 20 weeks initially. And throughout the entire time, we're having labs, we had to have EKGs, we have to do mandatory weigh-ins with blood pressure checks and monitoring. And then we transition from meal replacements week 17 through 20. However, if you don't reach your goal, then what happens is, because the entire length of the program is 3 phases, you guys, and that means that it's like a 2-year program pretty much. So after we have transitions through week 31, the second phase is week 31 through 82. Yeah, you heard me. 31 through 82 of availability for further group sessions, further what if you need counseling, labs, if you want to go back on meal replacement because you feel like that's your best way to maintain with some like light protein diet, low carb, obviously, and continuing to move. So all of that stuff, the weekly group session, the transition, the meal replacement program, the bi-weekly blood pressure checks and weigh-ins, the periodic medical labs, and mandatory purchase of your prescribed meal replacement. So like you're prescribed 6, they expect you to purchase 6, right? So, um, let me see. Let's say then in phase 2, we only go to a monthly weigh-in, and that's from week 31 through 82. There are 52 weeks in a year, y'all. So now we're 30 weeks into year 2 through phase 2. And then phase 3 is self-coaching while you're at your target weight. Monthly weigh-ins remain required with optional purchase of meal replacements up to 3 up to 3 per day. And we still get the weekly group counseling and advanced content and stuff like that. So we have to show up for a meeting every week. We don't have to have our camera on. We just have to talk it out. We're trying to get to behavioral changes around what makes me eat, you know? So let's say, I've done a lot of things to lose weight. So this one is really interesting and it's working so far. Cause like I said, it's week now 11 and 22 pounds. So that's that's pretty good. It's pretty good for me. And that's even with this injury that I've had for the last going on 14 days from when I flew off my bike. I was like, I'm riding, because I was doing exercise. So, because we have to do movement, we have to do check in. On my own, I do all this movement. So I started off, that's what I was going to tell you guys. I started off and I was doing, let's see what the ring says. Yeah, your girl is not doing a lot of stuff. 6,626 steps, 10,363 steps. I don't know what I was doing this day. 3,852 registered steps. But sometimes I'd be forgetting my phone tracker, you guys. I don't have a wrist thing. Yeah. So my target footsteps obviously is 10,000, which I reached. But then I started riding my bike also. So I would walk in the morning and get a lot of my steps in. I would get like 6,000, 8,000 steps in the morning. And then throughout the day, obviously parking further is a great help. Obviously got to drink at half your weight of water, half your weight in ounces of water a day is recommended, or a straight gallon, which happens to only be, I believe, 7 bottles of a Calistoga, which is 16.9 ounces. So I think you only need like, let's see. No more like, yeah, that'll be 118 ounces and 120 is a gallon, right? Anyway, so it's super easy to get your water in. A lot of us are retaining water also. Like I feel like I practically feel like the whole 22 pounds has been water weight because I was like, I can't tell. I can't tell. I was like, this ain't working. This is not working. But I was also mom taxing, where you make food for the people in your house and then you tax it with a taste, right? So, yeah, my so-called willpower, or actually somebody actually said it's not just a willpower thing. It's like setting myself up. So the systems that I'm putting in place to overt mission when I'm on my way to do something like mom attacks. So, okay. So it's a super program. My numbers have gone down really good. Yeah, that's like really good weight. That's what I was going to look at. Let's look at that. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. You only drink water. You're off tea and soda. Right on. Yeah, let's get at these comments. Thank you guys for being here and putting up with my little story about the weight loss. It struggled since it hit my 40s. Yeah, I bet your hormones are changing as early as your 40s, like pre-menopausal. I wish I would have, like, you know, when it first started really sticking. That's the time to catch it, you guys, because now it's been stuck. Over her, it's been stuck for, oh, I'm going to say 30. It was 22. Yeah, it's 22 so far in the now 11 weeks. Been seeing you get active, baby. Yeah, I'm tired from my. Be doing too much. I do too much, you guys. I really do all the time. That's why God was like, oh, traumatize her ligament in her right ankle. Why'd I make God sound like a supercomputer? And a laser hit my ankle and it made it twist. When I flew off the bike. That's what happened. That's what happened. You love my mother's bike? Yes. The trike is the bomb. The trike is the bomb. She's really sad. She's here now and she only goes riding if I go with her. And I can't flex my foot to do the pedal right now. I'm supposed to still be leaving it in the flex position. I can't point my foot to do the pedal. That's what it is. So, no, I caught it. Wanted to joke a little. Hope I didn't offend you. The only exercise I do is running and walking, mainly because of working and traveling. Exactly. You know, used to try high protein slim fast shakes after the program is over. That's how I lost my weight. Exactly. Slim fast is a version of OptiFast. However, I'm not sure why when I did Slim Fast, I still didn't get like this kind of results right here. Um, Maybe because the accountability factor of having to check in. Thank you, Prosperity. Smash that button. You know how much I like to have my button smashed. Thank you. And ring my bell. Okay, that's enough. That's enough, Larja. They're not here for your Las Vegas show. No. Okay. You're doing keto and intermittent fasting. Isn't it Shay B who's doing intermittent fasting also? Down 17 pounds, and I am on the stair climber Monday through Thursday. Right on. That's what's up. I love doing keto. All that bacon and cream cheese. Those keto bombs used to be the bomb. Ooh, yeah. But it wasn't sustainable. That's what had happened. Because I tried keto a couple years ago and I was successful on that too. But it wasn't like super duper sustainable because once I got near and to my goal, and then when I did start reintroducing food, like I guess I let the carbs take over. I tell you, carbs possess me, you guys. Carbs possess me. They're like, eat me! In your mouth after you put lots of butter on me. I was joking before you tonight. Labs, yes, tell you how healthy or unhealthy you are. So story about labs. So your girl is like, I'm trying to be like, I was willing to go and try the freaking Zempic, you guys. I've been over here talking trash about it. And talking about it's going to be what ultimately makes the zombies. I already told you guys, watch. They're going to come out with a movie about it or something. It's all because I said this shit. Watch this. What's about to happen? So the Zempic is gonna in the horror movie of my thinking is allegedly, this is a whole made up story. This is not a real thing. This is why I didn't really just jump on it earlier or try to even get some earlier. Because I was like, oh, in I Am Legend, they had it wrong. It's not going to be a cancer vaccine that gets people. It's going to ultimately be the Zempic and things like that because it's going to have the reverse effect later. And one day, after people don't want to eat anything, they're going to wake up and the only thing that's going to satisfy their thirst is another person's brain. Ah, no, help. And they're pretty fast. So that's what happened in my head. I made it total I am legend. Okay. And I was like, especially because it's being abused. So I was like, those people that abuse it were going to be the ones to turn first because they didn't need it in the first place. So then they're going to be overwhelmingly hungry in the long run in the horror movie. That's what happened. But then I succumbed to what I'm seeing. I'm like, dang, did you see how svelte Marlo is looking? OMG. Sis is looking magnificent over there. I'm like, somebody must have gave her the Zempic or something because she was felt as a sphinx. And then everybody else's clavicles are showing. And so before this program, I had went to my doctor. I was like, hey, do you think I can get some Ozempic? Because, I'm fat. And he was like, well, we have to do the labs. So, okay. So I do the labs. And then I found out about this before the second appointment with my doctor. And so now I just had that appointment with my doctor, you guys. I took his labs like 6 months ago and he just got me in for an appointment. And I was telling him, I was like, oh, I really want to get this weight off, just be healthier, whatever. And he's like, okay, well, we can check after the labs, and never called me. He just called me. Now I'm into this program, 22 pounds down, talking about, well, you weren't a candidate anyway. Your numbers are great. And I was like, not even a little bit. He's like, well, we could say that it was a little bit elevated, but not enough for me to have to give you metformin along with the prescription, which is the only way that we're allowed to give it to anybody that's in the pre-diabetic range, which is the requirement of the drug. You guys, I mean, I'm very happy that my numbers were great because, people assume that people who are fat must have high cholesterol. Nope. Must have high AC1 whatever. Nope. Must have high triglycerides. Nope. Must have, you know what I'm saying? So all the things were nope. And I was like, damn. So I'm glad that I'm on this program. It's going to be a journey and I'm going to keep taking you guys on it with me. Does anybody have any Zempic stories? Or, oh, I heard about Mounjaro. My brother finally got some. He was like, oh, Larja, my doctor gave me the Mounjaro. I lost like 15 pounds in 2 weeks, sister. Yes. I've been doing like chair aerobics. Um, yeah, they had this free video. We went somewhere and they had this full series of chair aerobics. And I was thinking, when am I going to get to use that? And then I ended up getting injured and I was like, oh, do you happen to have that DVD? Luckily, the laptop my mom uses actually still has a disc scanner to be able to hold it. Because, all the freaking DVD players have been away for a long time with everything being digital lately. I don't have a stack of electronics out anymore. I just have my sound system and my TV. No freaking VCR, no stereo, no. Yeah, everything's through my TV. Let's see. No longer asking me to lose weight. Just have to watch your AC1. Yeah, right on. And that's the thing. You can do keto, you guys, because I was even doing dirty keto when I was having all these labs done. And my cholesterol was great. They're like, oh, you must exercise a lot. I was like, no more than not not with intention, you know? But now that I'm seeing a difference. I'm seeing my little jawline pop out. Hi, her. And my little clavicle pop out. Hi, them. Yeah. So I'm feeling good about it. And I feel like the water, all the water that I'm drinking is definitely adding to my glow. Definitely. My skin is looking pretty healthy and hydrated, you guys. So the water, the water, the water. And I'm not drinking tap water. And I know that they say a lot of the water in the bottles could be that or something, allegedly. But, just mind your water. Even just using a filter on your tap water. That kind of tap water I'll do. But for some reason, every time we get like a filter for the faucet, the freaking thing keeps getting knocked off so much that you just end up putting it to the side. Like it never really fits the faucet. And I'm like, what's up with that? What's up with that? And then the Brita pitchers, you fill them and you fill them and you fill them. But then you have to remember to change the freaking filter in that too. And then sometimes you go and you refill it. And then other times you're just like, oh, no. And then the bottled water makes it back in your house. Is that how it happens for you too? Yes, definitely. Check it out. It's the OptiFast Medical Meal Replacement Program. Yes. Yes, yes. Um, let's see. You were a baby. What happened? Oh, you broke your foot twice in step aerobics. No way. Yeah, exercise can be very dangerous. Very dangerous. Prosperity said, let hubby know that me and Corey are still on patrol to make sure he doesn't flickers. Love so much. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, he's been going, he looking good, looking good, looking good. I'm like, okay. I'm telling you, this is like the weight gain. Okay. So I was a geriatric pregnancy along with not exercising. Yeah. And just previously, my body type has always been curvy, voluptuous, ziftig, fabulous, fluffy, curvaceous, curvilicious. That's curves plus delicious. I got t-shirts on my website if you want one. Yeah. So those aren't going anyway because those are what I am. Like these curves, like that's what I am. That's what I came with. That's why I was like larger curves. I was like, that's true, you know? I'm like, it's like, yeah, yeah. So let's see. Thank you. I will. Monique's binder. Yes, it's a Monique binder. I should dip it in glitter or something in honor of that. Yes. Or, ooh, you know what I'll do is I'll light a fire and sit by the fire and fill out my log. Like how she used to read her binder by the fire in Binder Stories. Remember that? Yeah. All right. Yeah, so this Shay B was closest and Zeline because it's 22. Right on. Oh, and I guess technically 25 because that's yeah, so those are all in the ballpark, I guess. No, but 22 is closer to than yeah, that way. Okay, new comments. Let's see. Yes. I really enjoy your energy. I first heard of this caller on Michelle ATLien channel. I love Michelle. Love her. Oh, I appreciate that, Zara. Thanks for coming through. You know what, you guys? I so appreciate you guys. And I love being able to like find a YouTube groove where you find complementary like energies. And so I appreciate you following my vibe over here and becoming part of my curvy crew. I appreciate that. And Michelle, anybody who doesn't know, check out Michelle ATLien. She is fabulosity and always has the realest tea. Don't listen to anybody else about nothing from Atlanta. Do not do it. Okay? Don't listen to Nair, another person from Atlanta about Atlanta news, specifically as housewives and those types of shows. Well, pretty much Bravo. I mean, Atlanta news is Michelle ATLien. Other people just say stuff. They just be saying stuff. hmm She always has receipts, y'all. Always has receipts. Okay? Okay. And a lot of integrity. I love it. I love it. Tell hubby thank him because those late night extras. Yes. 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 Oh, sorry. Did you tell your doctor you exercise your mouth? Yeah, well, you know, I do have this mouth exerciser that I do, and I try to do it whenever I can, and I have to like blow it really hard and then suck it in and then blow it and then suck it in. And it's supposed to like do that under muscle under your, the under chin. So yeah, I definitely exercise my mouth, darling. Uh-oh. I just got a thing. This isn't bad, is it? Don't be sending me a what's-a-majig on the who's in my how. Okay, no. Did that just happen? One, welcome back. And this isn't channel one. Oh, that was a alert. Look, I take Majerno. See, that's what my brother does. Did it do like excellent? You put up here how much you lost. Let me go back up. How much did she say she lost, you guys? 15, right? Yeah, that's what my brother said. He like lost 15 on that so quickly. And so I had asked my doctor about that, and he's like, well, no, your insurance isn't doing that. Yeah, that's what he told me. I was about to say, happy about the medical report. Forget Zempic, however you spell it. That's what I'm saying, right? I was kind of glad that I didn't have access to it because I probably would have tried it. I probably would have. Yep. Berberine is a natural blood sugar stabilizer. It's good for immunity. They call it the natural metformin. Oh, I'm gonna look that up right now. Let me look that up. Because unfortunately, I be having family members that have to take the metformin, and I'm like, ooh, let's try to. Can you stop taking that? Is there a way you can stop? Yeah. Oh, there it is. Oh, look at that. It's not very expensive. Well, it can be though. So what's the difference? Oh, no, that's 4,700 milligrams of Burbine for 17.99, or 1,200 milligrams of Burbine for 39.99. Like that is so weird. That's a big difference. I wonder what the difference is. Look, I'm all sedity. I'll be trying to get the 39.99 one. It's just because I would be like, oh, you get what you pay for. I don't play with my vitamins, y'all. They do a Burbine with Oregon grape, Burbine supplements, blood sugar support. Oh, nice. 14,000 milligrams with cinnamon. Oh, because cinnamon also is helps you with the blood sugar, you guys. I've been putting cinnamon in everything. And I told you my numbers were great, but I've just always done that. Always a dash in my coffee. Go to Starbucks, dash in my coffee. Go to Dutch Brothers, dash in my coffee. Yeah. Root beer floats. Cinnamon is great in root beer floats. Oh my goodness. Anyway, so that's cool. Thanks for letting me know that. I'll let my family members know if they don't know. Um, they say Zempic is causing, yes. Oh my gosh. You guys, it's been paralyzing stomachs. Can you imagine how hungry you'll be when your stomach is finally unparalyzed? Or the feeling of never being full because it's paralyzed, so you never get the sensation of fullness, so you're constantly hungry. So I told you guys, I told you, just told you. I'm going to chat GPT right now. Let's do it together. We could do it together. and write this together. Watch that Slim Fast. It has a lot of added sugar. That's the thing. That's why I'm like, Optifast is better. Um, the sugars, the carbs, everything is perfectly perfected, I guess. There's not like, let me see, do I have one up here? No. No, I don't even have one up here. I was gonna see how many added. I think it's like 4 or something. It's not sugar free. No. So okay, then we only have a choice of that's one thing I'm backtracking a little. So the order sheet, this is for 20 weeks and beyond. Vanilla HP, chocolate HP, strawberry HP. Those all HP mean high protein, and so the caloric intake is higher. And then everything else is the same. And that's vanilla powder, chocolate powder, strawberry powder. It's like a freaking Napoleon, a melted Napoleon all day long, you guys. And I wasn't a sugar person. Like all of my fluff is like, cause I like to eat food. Like I'm not like a sugar person at all. I love savory. I love sweet too, but I love savory. You know what I'm saying? So I have never had this many sweets in a long time since the last time I was on the program. And the only choice is no juice, no nothing. And everything is a powder that you can put in water, but even then it comes out like milkshakey, right? And so you have ready to drinks. Those are the ones that come in like the Slim Fast type style pre-made. And you just have to shake it, drop it in your purse, shake it and go. And then we have some soups that for some reason I'm just trying to figure out what is this slime? Why does it coat over like this? I'm just like, why is there this film in my mouth? And like this time, this last order, I didn't even order soup. I was just like, no, can't even try. I've been trying to bake it. I tried to air fry the soup. I air fried the bars. The bar choices are very nice, but there's creamy chicken soup, which is really weird. There's tortilla soup, which is really weird. I try to mix them and make like chicken enchiladas. Um, and then we have sloppy Joe soup, which is basically if you don't put all the water, then you can make pretend it's chili. Okay. Um, and then for the bars, we have cinnamon crunch bars, berry crunch bars, fudge graham crunch, peanut butter crunch, and chocolate mint crunch bars. So those are the choices for 20 weeks. So the idea is to retrain myself out of I guess, the taste of, oh, let me go eat that because of this. And even beyond that, to get to what is the this? Where is the this coming from? Like, what right there needs healing that is a trigger for in your anger, you go down to the refrigerator. What inside you is a trigger that when you get sad, you go downstairs to the refrigerator? What inside you is a trigger that when you're procrastinating instead of doing things that will get you closer to your dream, instead, you go downstairs and get in the refrigerator. You know what I'm saying? So it's about getting to those things and yeah, yeah. Anyway, oh, wait. I know someone who gave Slim Fast all their money and gained it all back after they stopped doing their meal plans with their food. Well, they didn't have a 83-week plus opportunity to stay in a community that supported their system of staying on program. Because this is a lifestyle change. It's not like I'm going to go back to eating cheeseburgers all the time. It's going to be everything's in moderation. So the moderation will come easier, I believe, from getting to the why of why I go to the refrigerator. It's not just like, and it is, some of it is just like mindless, I guess. It could be, But it's beyond that when it becomes unhealthy for a person. But then my labs are fine. So they're, like I said, it kind of dispels that part of the myth that being overweight is unhealthy because the doctor's like, I can't do that. You know? So it's up to me. If it's to be, it's up to me. And it's all up. And it all can be. So I'm just taking a little control right now. Let's see. Burping. Did I do all these? Wait, let's see. Oh my gosh. You were talking to your therapist today about recasting things that have troubled you. Hmm. Like you would recast a movie. Exactly, Dina the Explorer. Or recast Real Housewives of Atlanta after going on a nice long hiatus. Yep, exactly like that. It could be very beneficial. Very beneficial. And that's what the time is. Did you guys know that there was a blue moon last night? OMG. So the reason the whole saying once in a blue moon even came about is because blue moon is when you have a full moon twice in 1 month. And it's not often that that happens. Like the last blue moon cycle was 14 years ago. And the next blue moon from the one that happened last night will happen again in 2037. So the energy around this new phase, this new cycle, is basically recasting things and just starting new. It's a new cycle for a reason. And it's about letting go of the past and letting go of people, habits, places, systems, environments, beliefs, dogmas, whatever it is that's been tickling you inside. I bet it's tickling a lot of people. And that is tickling you for a reason because it's like, okay, think about me. And it's probably trying to help you get better. It's trying to help me get better anyway. I don't know. Aaron D is in the house. Yes. Eating is mental and is usually your emotions. How, yes. So in this program, so I told you how we have to meet every week, right? So we have to talk it out and everything. And you see, I'm obviously talkative and I share a lot. And so I was telling the people that the program made me realize that while I say and understand I'm an emotional eater, the way that I was eating wasn't necessarily, oh, let me go grab a cheeseburger. You know what I mean? But I would go down to the refrigerator, kind of like a constantly all day thing. But now in program, I'm noticing now that I'm restricted to meals and I don't really have a reason to go down there. When I do go rummaging through cabinets that I shouldn't be looking in, um, it's can be triggered by like, something happening in the house, an argument with my husband or the kids not listening or, I don't know, feeling unheard is a big trigger for me, I'm finding. And that's probably why I talk up here. But even while I talk up here, sometimes, I think nobody cares. Nobody cares, you know? But I really hope I'm making some good connections with you people. I love you guys. So try protein powder made from real bone broth. Yeah, ancient nutrition, vanilla protein. Ooh, gluten-free hydrolyzed Ooh, collagen is great, you guys. That's going to help with your skin while you're losing the weight too. Very good. Aaron was saying, well, I'm on IG, same as here. I'm proud mod for LRGA Curves, and I'm always happy to make new friends and tell you more about the great community. Right on, Aaron. Thank you. Digital. That sounds great. I want a digital cleanse. Yes, higher vibration. Yes. Right on. Thanks for being here. And that's interesting you said that. That's exactly what that's how I introed. It was all about our vibes, right? And our energy and our just like keeping our vibrations and our frequencies super high right now. The Schumann resonance of the earth right now is high, so we have to like match mother, basically. And a lot of people are not matching mother and they're out of control and they're spinning. It's kind of like when you go to Europe and you stick your American socket thing in their socket holder thing. I don't even know if you can anymore, but it used to be a whole thing where Americans would take our appliances to another country and wonder why things shorted out because they're on a totally different electrical frequency in other countries than America. And that's a symbol to me of like energetically how people are too, where a lot of like this violent outburst and this chaos that we see is like a frequency of chaos that's hitting people who are accessible to it. And some people, when you're vibrating higher, you're not necessarily going to be accessible to the frequency of that chaos. So it's going to pass you by, and maybe the next person next to you is all of a sudden going to grow Tourette's or something, I don't know. So, yeah, I like salty too. Cauliflower rice, spiral zucchini for the pasta, low carb cauliflower crust is the way to go. That's what's good. Keto lifestyle change. I have to swap carbs with cauliflower, zucchini, and other healthy vegetables. Really, our bodies were not meant to eat all these carbs, right? That's part of the processing of us. That's Milo scratching right now. I don't know if you guys can hear it. He's crazy. He's always at my feet. That's because I give him so many treats, huh? Yes. Yep. And then not exercise, or really bodies are meant to eat all these carbs, right? And then sit at a job for 9 hours a day, sit in your cars for 2 hours on the way to work, sit in your car for another 2 hours on the way home. And then when you get home, you're still so tired, even though you sat all day, that you get home and you sit on the couch. Isn't it weird that you really literally like pretty much sat like 80% of your day, but you still get home, you're like, I'm so tired, let me sit down. Yeah. And a lot of it's mental too. Somebody said earlier that it was mental also. Cinnamon has a lot of health benefits. Yeah, it totally does. It totally does. Cinnamon everything you can, you guys. Remember in dang, Adam Sandler hairdresser movie, Zofran, uh dang, what's his name? Zophar. Uh and remember his mom would put hummus on everything. That was hilarious. Yeah, put well, it's not coming up. Adam Sandler so far. You guys know what movie I'm talking about with Adam Sandler? Zoltan. Is it Zoltan? Yes, that was crazy. And he would like spritz it with hummus. He would spritz everything with hummus. It was hilarious. Yeah, but I do that with cinnamon though. Really happy you're here. Oh, right on. I appreciate you, Erin. And I love that you come through. Erin has been a day oneer. She's such a beautiful soul. Yes. Oh, great. I'm so glad. So, do you take berberine or did you reverse your diagnosis? Or did you just decide, I'm taking this shit? Which is what I told him I would do. I told him when he said I would have had to have metformin prescribed with it. I said, well, I wouldn't have took that anyway. You're not getting me on there. You're not getting me on there. Yeah, all that blowing and sucking. I did used to smoke. And for my wedding present to myself in 2007, I gave up smoking, you guys. And so I no longer smoke cigarettes ever since 2007. And then I had my son in 2008. And yeah, and it's been no cigarettes since then. That was right around this time those Marlboro Crushes came out, and you would crush that thing and get menthol when you felt like it. Yeah, yeah. Bonjour. Hello. Hold up. Mouth exercise. Yes, I'm talking about. So you blow it, you put it in your mouth, and then you grip it with your lips, and then you like blow out, and then you suck in, or then you blow out, or then you suck in. And sometimes, like, yeah, it's really cool. Sis, I have to go live, but thanks for always having me. No worries, Prosperity. Thanks for coming through. Michelle channel is tight. Oh, I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, I go through her channel all the time. That's my friend. I love her. Oh, look, my bro-in-law and I always have his back. Gonna make sure our fam stays intact. Oh, that's cute. I like that little rhyme. I really enjoy your energy first. Yeah. Okay. So right on. So I'm gonna drop the link for a quick minute, and anybody that wants to come up can come up and talk. Maybe paste it. That's if you guys feel like it. Let's see. Right on, Shavy. Thanks for coming through. Prosperity, you still here? I thought you left me. Zoolander, you're hilarious. Zoolander is the Ben Stiller movie. I liked Ben Stiller when he was blue when he does his blue still look. Me and my whole family be doing our blue stills. I'm like, blue still, everybody, blue still, and we Zohan. Yes. Right on. Prosperity coming up. Hi, sis. Good.
Hey, sis, you know it's hard to leave. You know you be having a good conversation going on, and I like to talk, so I'll be listening and typing.
I love it. Thanks for coming through. I'm about to end it. We can go over your house in a second. But
Always, I love you more. I love you. I just
yeah,
want to say
yeah.
congratulations on your weight loss. Congratulations on your weight loss journey. I am happy. Stop hurting yourself, lady. You are me and you are the most accidental prone people that I know.
Well, what is going on?
We are
And then
alike in so
husband,
many ways. It don't make
right?
sense.
And then husband threatened to that I would have to give the bike back, you guys. He pulled a "you're too old to be riding your bike." Okay.
That's because she like to think she can do tricks, y'all. If y'all don't watch her IG or her TikTok, please go do so. Logic thinks she is goddamn cinematographer who can do tricks, and she's a stunt woman. And in her head, she's a stunt woman, y'all. So this is why she be hurting herself. She just can't ride the bike like we ride the bike. She wants to take selfies. She wants to videotape it. She want to videotape mama in the back. She wants to take the people that's in front of her. This is why our sis be hurting herself, y'all. Y'all know Lager like to do everything at one damn time. She just can't ride and enjoy the scenery. She gotta let us enjoy it and get hurt all at the same time. I'm just
That
saying.
is hilarious. Oh my God. You know me. Oh my God. I do. I'm like,
I keep trying to
okay,
tell you,
find a
we,
balance.
we more alike than we are not. But you are more adventurous than me because I ain't falling.
Right on, right on. Yeah, and it
Her.
was just so crazy. But like I said, it was a new bike, and as it turns out, truth be told, you guys, that's how I christen all my new bikes. Is a nice little tumble. But that was with the worst one so far by far. The one where I fell on Lakeshore in Oakland and I came off the curb and the thing little caught me right there. That wasn't even this bad. And I was halfway in the street on Lakeshore Boulevard. Okay. But this one, your girl was on her back. Oh my gosh. I was like,
Scaring
oh,
mama half to death.
yes. I love
Mama
her.
don't know what to do because her baby on the ground and she can't help her. All she can do is pray. I'm
Right
telling
on.
y'all want some good laughs? Go on over to Logger's IG and then head yourself, baby. If you want that, baby, go on over to that TikTok, baby. That TikTok, y'all just don't know that Logger is one of the TikTok queens, baby. Logger gonna tickety talk.
Oh my gosh.
Ain't no more.
I have quite the video stash over
Hilarious.
there on TikTok, you guys. Quite the videos. If you guys want to see part of, like she said, what got me in the situation, I do a lot. I do a lot. And it's
Wow.
all documented for consumption. Yes.
Baby, it's hilarious over there. If y'all think she
Ah,
hilarious on live, go on and check her out when she don't know we paying attention.
yes, you're right, sis. Look, you said you had to reevaluate a lot of people. Yes. And this phase is revealing people too. I bet you've been like just sitting back
Baby,
and things have been showing themselves. Everybody's
baby.
everybody's snake skin is shedding. Hmm.
You better say it, baby. I thought I was in the twilight zone for a minute. I was like, "Oh, what is going on?" Okay, so it ain't me. I am the person that I know I am. It is just the people around me are who I thought they were. Okay, because if this person still see my light, and that person still see my light, and that person still see me for who I am in my core, no, that's something on you that you trying to push
Yeah,
on me, and we ain't doing it. So thank you. Bye.
exactly. Exactly.
See, I'm gonna
Love.
give you a laugh, but she gonna give you a word as well.
Yeah, usually is it because my mother's a reverend? Is that why? I don't know. Let's see. Here, I'm going to show you guys something what prosperity has right here. Because so for the blue moon, um, there was all kind of things you could do. Oh, look, did you guys see this one? Don't be offended, okay? Where'd it go? There it is.
I got those. I got those, Logger.
Yes,
Yeah, I got those
I'm
on the
crazy, you
page.
guys. Mine just came from Timu. I got those from Timu.
I got mine from Timu too.
Yes, and did you get the 4 pack
No, I got the
for
two
like,
pack. I got it a while ago.
yeah, these are the 4 pack and they come in a yellow, a purple, a green, and a pink. And they're foldable and it's a phone
Yeah.
holder.
Yeah, it's a phone holder. Mine is I got the yellow and I got the pink and the purple. You know, purple my color. Baby, you see I see purple, I lose it. I
Purpler,
got those. And
purpler.
they work too, y'all. They work.
Here she is. So see if we can hear her. I've said this stuff before, you guys.
We can't hear it.
Let me make
No.
this halfway. And put her over here. And then
We can't hear it, Logger.
oh, you can't even hear it?
Nope.
No way. Okay, wait a second. I'll let you hear it.
This is doeth that the God of nature gave them life and freedom upon the terms of the most perfect equality with other men. We fondly hope that the eye of pity and the heart of justice and humanity may commiserate our situation. Commiserate. This is for the African people.
This is what she's saying, you guys.
Black American and African people, you need to understand what the colonizer has been doing since the 16th
Can you hear it now, Prosperity?
Here on American soil, there are dark magicians, and they have been putting you in binding. And people need to understand that the memorials that they walk right by are not memorials. It's dark magic. Let me show you. So here in Portsmouth, New Hampshire, we have this monument, they call it, African Burying Ground Memorial. So a little information on witchcraft. We got it in a circle here, which is a binding circle. You can look up binding spells, binding magic, and here we have the divine feminine, an African woman, and the divine masculine, an African male, and they cannot reach each other's hands because they have a block of granite in between them. What kind of memorial is this? It's dark magic. It's part of the separation of the divine feminine. And then here we go, an inscription. Just like a witch would do with an incantation, natives of Africa now forcibly detained in slavery said, state most humbly, sheweth that the God of nature gave them life and freedom upon the terms of the most perfect equality with other men. We fondly hope that the eye of pity and the heart of justice and humanity may commiserate our situation, put us upon the equality of free men, and give us an opportunity of evincing to the world. So unless you are educated on witchcraft and you understand it, you wouldn't even know that this is an incantation. So all the people who walk through here and read it are reinforcing and perpetuating it out. And there is a lot of deceit. They put it out there that they wish for equality and they wish for freedom for all. Does that look like it's happening nowadays? No. No. Then here's some more witchcraft. More incantations and spells. And it continues on and on and on. And let's see what it brings us to. I mean, the fuck? That doesn't look like freedom. And then each one has an incantation or inscription. I stand for those who suffered the middle passage. It's just, look at, they're all in binding circles. This is all bondage, binding magic. And look at this. Black Heritage Trail, site of Negro burying ground. In colonial Portsmouth, segregation applied in death as in life. That is dark magic, people. They are wishing segregation in the afterlife as well. City officials approved a plan in 1705 that set aside the city block for a Negro burying ground. It was close to town, but pushed to what was then its outer edge. By 1813, houses were built over the site. Fucking assholes. So what these invaders, these colonizers did is go around, annihilate and desecrate the ancient
indigenous cultures of whatever land they washed up on, and then they put the people in bondage, physically, mentally, energetically, spiritual, on all fucking levels, and we can still see the result of this binding. People are bound, people are trapped, people are enslaved psychologically, financially, energetically. Shit is still going on to this day. What has taken place is so dark and so insidious. This country was founded by pirates, thieves, terrorists, dark magicians, and sociopaths. So I would like to offer an apology to all of the indigenous around the globe of what the colonizers have done. It is just unspeakable, unbelievable. And my intent with this
She's doing the incantation right now.
is to assist
ritual
you
thing
in
that-
freeing yourselves. Here we go. I call on the power of the prime creator of pure source light. I rebuke, rescind, and revoke any and all dark, baneful, or binding magic ever done to me on any timelines and any lifetimes. With dragon fire, I clean out and cleanse my bloodline, my lineage, and my consciousness of any and all dark intent. With dragon fire, I now torch up and dissolve any and all binding spells or bondage the colonizers placed me in. I clear out any intent to make me forget who I am and what I am capable of. I recall and reclaim my magic and powers. I now activate my ancestral gifts, knowledge, talents, and skills. I now have clear sight and can no longer be deceived or oppressed. I hereby declare I am free, I am sovereign. And this is for anyone who feels that they have been oppressed or suppressed by the colonizer, because white people were also enslaved, the Irish and Scottish. And I'm not getting into the comparison, but I would like to just acknowledge that the colonizers have harmed pretty much everyone on the planet except for themselves, while they take wealth and power into their hands where it does not belong. It is time that we unify, and we unify together to break free from this bondage and reclaim and recall what was here before the destruction, and rebuild and heal. I love you. This is for...
So last night was also a blue moon, like I had mentioned, and the energy off that blue moon was about letting old stuff go. So it was an opportunity. There was like, you could Pinterest it, any blue moon, whatever you want to call it, ritual, spell, ceremony, thing, whatever you want to call it. And there were so many that were to do last night. Use it to charge crystals. I personally love making moon water, and I spritz my house with it because it's charged with that good energy of whatever I decide it is. You know, it's all what you believe. It's not like superstitious or anything, but I just do things that are naturey. You know, I love God. I love God. Almighty in heaven. Don't have to worry. And I also have my own personal style of interacting with Mother Nature. So, yeah, look at my girl, Erin, top mod, drop in Krista Marie. So these are all people in our chat that usually come through, or that have come through at one time or another. Right on. Thanks for dropping that. Yep, Roy Ayers World. He hasn't been here in a while. I hope he's good. He's always a friend. The Juice Radio, we were over her house earlier today. Prosperity Thick Girl 40, that's right.
Love you, sis. I'm dropping.
Love
Go
you.
start
I
this
love you
live.
too.
All right, babe.
Peace.
Bye. Bye, y'all.
Bye. Bye. Let's see. Who else? Oh, Naughty Love, friend to the channel. This is Lola Lane. That's Corey Berman's channel. What site? Yeah, Zaleen dropped out. I appreciate you guys for coming. But wasn't that crazy? Like, do you guys have any thoughts about that? I had already dropped the link. Did anybody have any thoughts about that before I go? Let's see. Because, yeah, if you're just feeling like it's time to make some positive additions to your journey as far as habit systems and setting yourself up for success, I say have at it. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Yes. What's the name of that TikToker? You see, it was kind of blurred out. Let's see. It's blurred out. I couldn't make it out because I was gonna look for them. I can't make it out. And the person that posted it had reposted it. Yeah. I can make, and then sometimes this one up here is gone. This isn't the original person. This is just where I got it from. And there was nothing to click through on it. But yeah, I'm all about breaking free from bondage. You know that. You know that, Curvies. You got to break free from bondage. And that's what this food reassimilation journey is breaking free from the bondage of going down to the damn refrigerator like it's not in my control. Not exercising like that's not in my control. Too so simple. It sounds so simple, right? Yet it requires discipline and training, which can come at any time you decide it needs to. You know what I'm saying? So this was a Let's Talk session with Larger Curves. I appreciate you guys for coming through. I don't want to keep you guys from your entire day. I did want to come and make sure I checked in with you about my weight loss journey. And I think we could even, I'll find the link for the information on it and just drop it in the thing, the description later. And that way you guys can make sure I'm being healthy or whatever. And, or if you wanted more information about it. Um, and yeah, thanks everybody for coming. Can't watch TikTok, so I can't drop that link. Yeah. TikTok. Yeah. Can't watch TikTok either. Yeah. I know what you mean, Aaron. I know what you mean. That's because it literally TikToks your entire day away, way worse than IG ever could be. Zara, do you have any recommendations of channels or resources on how to start a YouTube channel? I've thought about it for ages, but never feel like I know enough to do it right. You know what? What I can offer, Zara, is do it. There is no right way to do it. My recommendation is to come up with a name and do it. Decide what your niche, what you're passionate about. Do everything all at once if you feel like it. Vlog your life, vlog your interests, vlog your hobby. Do it. Set yourself up a StreamYard account. Tie it to your YouTube account so you can immediately start holding lives to build your base of subscribers. Also, go on as many people's platforms as possible and start giving your POV so that people get to know you the way that you found me. You see what I'm saying? That's only because I put myself out there and started sharing my POV. And then what had happened was I went on a channel that's very well known. You would all know who I'm talking about. And it was during the Candace Dillard Bassett and Monique Samuels fiasco season. And everybody said that lady deserved to have her head mollywopped by that Amazon. And I was like, that wasn't okay. I'm total team keep your hands to yourself. Period. Dot. I don't care if somebody tells me to jump off a bridge. I'm not going to do it. Just because some little girl is telling me, some little chihuahua, because that was like her bark was a chihuahua, basically. What you gonna do? What you gonna do? Drag me? You gonna drag me? And that was a question. You gonna drag me? She didn't say drag me. Drag me like, please drag me with intention. It was just words coming out during an argument, the same way all the other words come out during arguments. And I couldn't find not anybody in the streets of YouTube to commiserate with me, and got chewed up and spit out on well-known platforms. When I first came on YouTube, my name was Lele, Lele. And if you guys didn't know, my real name is Leah, right? Leah. So when I first got on YouTube as just it was during the vid, and that had happened, and there was nothing else on TV, and we was in the house 20,000 hours a day. And so I found myself to the YouTube streets, and I decided I was Lele. And I went in some chats about it, and I went on some panels about it. And like I said, ooh, the people can be mean in YouTube streets, you guys. But I just held my ground. I just always would just say how I'm talking now, just like I'm pretty calm, but I can get hypey. But just say that it was wrong, and that I'll never not say that it was wrong, and just say what my observation and my perspective of what happened was. So in finding no one to play in my sandbox about how Candace didn't deserve to get mollywopped, I was like, I'm going to start my own channel. And then when I went to start it, I looked up the name Lele and decided I didn't want to use my real name because there were a lot of other Leahs already in the YouTube streets, and didn't want to use Lele because that was already occupied. So I became LRGA Curves, and that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. I forget how I even started telling that. It took so freaking long. I think Ti is giving a free class tonight. Oh, Ti's hot messy topics. Is that who Ti you mean? Yeah. Satra Lee is in the house, darling. Del Rey. Mims will help, and Ti's hot messy history gives free classes every Sunday around 7. Yes. So that's what I did. I just did it. And that's the biggest part about anything, Curvies, is just to do it. The worst part, have you ever been scared to do something, or been reluctant or procrastinative about doing something for fear that it wasn't going to be right, or you'd be judged, or you might be criticized harshly, or you might have to pay an enormous amount in taxes, or there's anything like that, and then you just go ahead and do it, and it wasn't that bad, and you should have done it sooner. You know what I mean? So if it's on your heart, by all means, indulge whatever's going to make your heart sing, and start by doing it. Just come up with the name, get the channel, stream it, do it to StreamYard, start doing some topics. Lots of people say there's a format to get in the algorithm quick. For that part, you'd have to ask somebody else, because your girl's been at this for some time, and mine is slow and steady winning a race. So, and yeah, but definitely best of luck to you, and I'm sure it's going to be fabulous. As soon as you get it up and going, come let me know. And we'll definitely support. Not nervous, just a perfection. Oh, yeah, you might want to let perfectionism go. I'd rather grace over perfection any day. And that's including self-grace. Perfection is like, it's not really attainable. And it's, what's that word? Subjective. It's totally subjective. So, yeah, that's the thing about perfection, is it's subjective. So chasing your version of perfection, go for it. I love it. Get it perfect, go for it. That's obviously your vein. And it doesn't have to be perfect for you to just do it, is my recommendation. Okay, so I need to learn how to do an opening clip. Oh, okay. So there's an app in my phone. I got an iPhone just because I started all this YouTubing stuff. And I wanted to use iMovie in my iPhone. But if you're going to do that, make sure you have lots of memory. So now I go back and forth between CapCut and iMovie for quick editing. Those are two great apps that you can use for free. And then I use Canva. Canva Pro is what I use for all my introductions, like this one. Let me show you. This whole thing. All these are from Canva. Can you hear me? I don't know if you can hear me. Yeah, so all of those things were done in Canva. So, and I upgraded to Pro so that I could have access to a lot more options of templates. And it's not super duper expensive. Um, I did not get I have a microphone, but I haven't really, I move around in here so much. I'm just like, I don't even have room for that right now. But yeah, but that's where I would start. That's where I would start. And maybe if you could, that's one thing I would have done is simultaneous building. So because I got up to like 25,000 followers on TikTok, but I wasn't doing YouTube yet or Instagram. And then I started doing Instagram. So I slowly started building that. And then I started doing YouTube. And then I tried to marry all three and nothing was translating. But I've seen a lot of people be really successful with, if you are just starting out, like maybe do a TikTok also at the same time and use your TikTok to feed your YouTube. And if you can catch the right algorithm, that can be super successful in a short amount of time from what I've seen. Yeah. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. And I heard Facebook is good too, but I don't even Facebook Live. Yep. CapCut, iMovie, and Canva. StreamYard, and yeah, those four things. CapCut, iMovie, Canva, and StreamYard. YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok, and Facebook. And then if you're going to brand yourself out, whatever name you come up with, you go do what you need to do so that that's your name. You know what I'm saying? Like get your .com, get your if you're gonna do like an online store, whatever you're gonna do. Like I have a LRGA Curves everything, you guys. I have LRGA Curves, TikTok, Instagram, Patreon, um, OnlyFans, freaking fan base, freaking Clubhouse, freaking like you name it. I go and I establish me as LRGA Curves there. You know what I mean? And I suggest everybody does that because TikTok especially can be wild. I know this lady who reports on TikTok one time, Double D Mother, she took off on TikTok doing like basically reporting on reports, right? And she always says, "What's up, players?" And then she does the news and she breaks down Frumpy Dump and stuff like that. So she had went to go get her .com and or something. No, she ended up getting a DM from somebody that said, "Oh, I love what you do. And I purchased your .com domain, like doubledmother.com. She purchased it and told her, you can buy it from me if you want it. So the lady had to like rebrand everything. Isn't that crazy? Because somebody took it upon themselves to do that. So be sure you go and at least establish yourself as many places as possible. And then get your LLC so that then everything you do is a write off, because then you'll be an official blogger. And then your computer's a write off. The area you do your stuff in is a write off. Yeah, you're working from home, right? So I was thinking for the bloggers in the chat, technically, if you went and bought a ticket to BravoCon and stayed in Las Vegas, that could potentially be a tax write-off for you as a self-employed YouTuber. So if you make over X number of dollars, then you'll have to report, and you can write those things off against any profits you do make as marketing, research, training, yeah, all kind of stuff. I'm not a tax expert, but I do know that you should probably check that out if you are a YouTuber. I'm pretty sure that would be something allowable. And a lot of the other cons too, depending on what your vein is on your TikTok. Should anybody be like, oh, you went to BravoCon, but you only review Prime's SUV, if that ever came up like that. But so it would have to probably be complementary to whatever your business is. And if your business is talking about Bravo, then you could probably write off that expense of going on marketing, research, advertising. You're going to make connection, meet people, network. You'll be talking about your channel while you're there. That'll definitely make it a write-off, probably. Just check on it. Naughty came back. Well, it's good. Yep, StreamYard. Yep. And TikTok. Yep. Yeah, you heard of people being crazy, right? Exactly. Exactly. Crazy. Yeah, so CapCut, iMovie, Canva, StreamYard. Establish yourself on all the platforms you want to be on, especially get your own .com. And yeah, yeah. And then it looks like we both need to go to TI's class on Sunday at 7. I may make time to do that. Yes, on your ideals. Exactly. It'll be based on your idea. Yes, how wonderful. Yeah. Okay, you guys, we're right at an hour and a half. I appreciate you guys for coming through. Thank you for being you, and thank you for taking your time to spend with me today, you know, and have a great rest of your day. If you didn't get a chance to do anything with that moon energy we were talking about, and you got a tickle to at least go and stretch in the sunshine, then I would say go ahead and do what makes your heart sing. Because you know what? We got one life to live. We got one life to live. So I hope that you're living your life like it's golden, living your life like it's golden, living your life like it's golden, right? Thanks for coming, everybody. Smash my buttons, and I'll see you in the next video. What's the cheapest? Phone, Zoom, StreamYard. What is cheapest? A phone line, Zoom, or StreamYard? I think StreamYard is my cheapest one. Well, actually, Zoom was having a special, and I just upgraded to their Pro on Zoom, and it was only like $8 a month for a couple of months, and then it's going to be like 11 or something weird like that. StreamYard, yeah, that's a penny a month. I think that's around $20 a month I'm doing. The phone, like the CapCut is free. iPhone is within your phone. It's an app within iPhone. Um, and Canva Pro, I think it's like maybe $12 a month. And I use that for everything. I use that for my business posts that I do on my Instagram also. So I'm glad I saw that question before I say goodbye. Okay. Peace out. Peace in. See you guys in the next video.